Mukbang, a mukbangin', mukbang, a mukbangin', mukbang. Oh, we hangin', we bang, oh, we bangin'. What's up, Yummy Biters? Welcome back to another episode of Yummybitestv. Y'all, today we are having our favorite Whataburger. I'm having a triple cheese Whataburger with everything on it. Marshall has...
I mean, a double burger.
What do you mean? That's double?
I mean, a triple burger. I'm tripping. Yeah, I mean, triple burger too.
Fries. He got fries, and I got onion rings, and I got a sweet... Ooh, oh my God. Did you see that?
About to be an epic fail.
Oh my goodness. A sweet tea. Uh-huh. Yes, y'all. Oh, that's good. And what did you get?
A triple burger.
What kind of drink? Are you
I'm
not
drinking a
here
Sprite,
today?
bro, man. Come
Jesus
on, son. Let's
Christ.
get it on. We eating Whataburger.
They want to know what we drinking and eating.
Yeah.
Anyway, so come on, let's pray.
God, accept our prayers for this food and may it be blessed. Amen.
Amen. Jeez Louise. So how was everybody's Mother's Day? I hope it was amazing. Mine was. We had a friggin' blast. Thank you, Jesus. Ooh, onion rings. Y'all, is these in the way? Y'all want to see him dip? Who wants a yummy bite? This looks so freaking good. Who wants a yummy bite? The freaking lish. So, I've been hearing people been comparing Whataburger and In-N-Out, some people saying that In-N-Out tastes better than Whataburger. Excuse me? Y'all, we're gonna have to school y'all.
As somebody who had both, I don't know how somebody can fix their mouth to say that. Are you kidding me?
Do you taste the seasoning on that meat?
That's what I'm always stressing.
Oh my
They got
goodness.
the best taste of meat in the game.
I can't even, It's so good.
In-N-Out burgers, it's good.
They were good, but they're certainly not
Nowhere
better
near
than
this.
Whataburger,
Nowhere near
y'all.
this.
I'm trying to tell you.
And they're so tiny.
Yum. They're so little, you have to get two.
This is a real Texas-sized burger right here.
This is what it is right here. Their onion rings are crispy and delicious. Want you rid of these? Boom. Guys, juicing, y'all. It's juicing.
Burger and the fries good.
Now I don't know about them fries. That's why I get onion rings instead of fries, y'all.
Even with as dry as my burger is, look at it. I forgot to say lettuce.
That wasn't gonna make it moist.
Just got mustard and pickles and jalapenos on there. This thing is banging though.
One of the best fast food burgers in Houston. Period. So, did anybody hear anything about Oh, didn't you tell me about the landing of that, whatever it was?
I heard it splash in the water somewhere. I forgot where.
Is that true, y'all? Let us know in the comments. Where you heard that from? The news? Or what?
It was a website. I searched for it, and it was seemed to be a reputable news report on the website. It was, I forgot who it was. But I'm telling you, we should do In-N-Out versus Whataburger. Set them on the side of each other for the thumbnail. You know what I'm saying? And give an honest review and opinion, in-depth
We've
opinion.
already had. I don't know. Haven't we did it before? I'm thinking
In-N-Out
that we
versus
have.
Whataburger?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
Yes, we did.
We barely even done In-N-Out at all. When we
But
did, we were
that
just
was a
eating
thing
In-N-Out.
back then too. Remember they were saying that. Remember when they first came down here? We did do it. We did a video on Whataburger versus In-N-Out.
Did we?
We did already, yeah. And of course we picked Whataburger. Sure did. Oh, excuse me, y'all. Excuse me. Don sent me this story, y'all. But I had already seen it. But thank you, Don, for sending it. Y'all, somebody had a tiger in Houston as a pet in their house. This is
in Houston?
allegedly. This is what I heard. Yeah, it was in Houston. That video that you was looking at, it said Houston, Texas.
No, I didn't even.
Yeah. What is it? Is that my eyes? Oh, okay. I thought that was a hair. Oh my god.
Man, that should be illegal to have a tiger.
Exactly.
In
It
the
got
neighborhood.
loose, y'all, and was I didn't see it running. I did see it walking around the neighborhood. And what did you see? Oh, excuse
I
me.
seen when the cop had his gun drawn on him. Looked like he might have had a shotgun or something. And he's just pointing at him. Mm-hmm. He's just walking around and stuff. And like he gets, at one point, he's like approaching him and sitting there looking at him. That's probably why I would have nutted up right there. I would. He charged me. Be lying on the report and stuff.
Oh my god.
But now I'm scared for my life. Tigers ain't no joke, bro.
But it didn't look like a full grown tiger at all.
Joke look grown to
Because-
me.
No, it wasn't full grown. That looked like a younger tiger. But from what I know, it got returned back. Put it on there. What y'all think about that?
And the tiger didn't even get shot.
Nope.
Black
I
man walking
feel-
through the neighborhood probably could have stood a greater chance of getting shot than a tiger. That's messed up.
Exactly. They more afraid of us than a daggone tiger.
Wow.
Trying to save the tiger's life and stuff. Like, you know, why don't you use that same discretion with people? It's
Yeah.
so weird to me.
When they justify how he killed that girl, Michaela, who had the knife,
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying. But what if that was your daughter? Or your brother's daughter? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Would you have treated her the same? No, you could have.
Of course not.
You would have took another route, but they don't value our life like that. We're just a target to them.
Yep.
That's what they train for, to shoot targets.
Exactly.
You know what color the target is?
Black. Or brown.
Literally, is a black figure on a white piece of paper.
Oh, you're so right about that. I never thought about that. Did y'all hear? Listen to this. Listen to this.
It has been 2.5 days since anyone has heard anything
You want
about
to put it closer so they can see it?
Mari Nicholson.
Panic mode, freaking out.
Can I see it then?
crying, screaming.
Oh my God. Can we play
Can
it?
somebody see it? You holding it, they can't see it. I can't see it. All we can do
So
is hear
how
it.
am I? How
So at
both
least
of
let
y'all
me
gonna
see
be
it.
able to see it?
Let somebody see it.
It's just a news clip. You need to hear it.
Okay.
That's the problem. Like you need to hear it, not see it. But let me let you see it since you got to see it. Oh, excuse me.
It has been 2.5 days since anyone has heard anything about 2-year-old Amari Nicholson.
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just, my baby's gone.
Amari's mother, Taylor Nicholson, says she got the news her son was missing on Wednesday while she was in Colorado taking care of her mother who was attacked by a dog. She left Amari with her boyfriend, who considers Amari his son, at the Emerald Suites near the Strip. Now, he says Wednesday, just after 6 a.m., someone knocked on the door.
And it was a woman saying that she was her baby daddy's sister. And she said she was there to pick up my stepson.
Terrell Rhodes says she called Amari's mom in Colorado.
I turned around to call her to tell her if this is are this true? Was this really prearranged?
Did y'all
That's
hear
it?
that? That don't sound suspicious to you?
Of
It sounds
course.
like some. You know what?
She don't sound remorseful at all. I guess they had to ask her,
She
well,
don't
how did
sound-
you feel when you got
Exactly.
the news?
Why- she
Kicking,
I would've
crying,
still
my
been-
baby gone. Like, you should
Exactly.
still be kicking and crying. 'Cause
He's
your baby's
stuttering.
still gone.
He's stuttering
Oh, my
as
God.
he's telling the story like, oh no, brother man.
Yeah.
Something else
He
happened.
must have lost his
to that
temper. Let's
baby.
go ahead and say allegedly.
Yeah, and
I'm
she
gonna go
backing
ahead-
him. She's backing him.
Wow.
Because she don't want him to go to
He
jail.
lost his temper with the little one.
Yeah. Allegedly. Because we don't know. But it just sounds very suspicious.
Wow. Wow. That's the most suspicious couple of jokers I've never seen in one
Exactly.
of these
Let
type
me
of
let y'all see.
It has been 2.5 days since anyone has heard anything about 2-year-old Amari Nicholson.
Panic mode, freaking out, crying, screaming, just, my baby's gone.
Amari's mother, Taylor Nicholson, says she got the news her son was missing on Wednesday while she was in Colorado taking care of her mother who was attacked by a dog. She left Amari with her boyfriend, who considers Amari his son, at the Emerald Suites near the Strip. Now, he says Wednesday, just after 6 a.m., someone knocked on the door.
And it was a woman saying that she was her baby daddy's sister. And she said she was there to pick up my stepson.
Terrell Rhodes says she called Amari's mom in Colorado.
I turned around to call her to tell her if this are this true? Was this really prearranged?
And then what? You turned around and they had snatched him up or something?
Exactly.
And they ran off with him and you couldn't catch him? Oh, my God.
I don't even. That's all. I guess. Was that all the clip was?
I'm sure it must be a part 2 to the TikTok.
No, it wasn't a part 2 because it was longer than this. But my thing only recorded this much. Anyway, it don't sound right even
Are
up to
this
there.
true?
Exactly. It
And
don't even. He
he
sounds
said-
so nervous.
Yeah.
Like,
And like he
you
trying
know,
to
like they
remember what he
didn't
gonna say.
exactly.
Yeah.
Like they didn't already talked about it.
My stepson?
Exactly. I'm about to look up an article.
God bless, man. That's messed up, bro.
I'm about to look up an article. All right. What's his name? Amari? Yeah, here you go. Here you go. Fox News Vegas. Las Vegas police are investigating a report of a missing 2-year-old boy last seen east of the Strip. Why? First of all, why were they at a hotel? I'm wondering. Why were they at a hotel?
Maybe it was vacationing.
Were they? I didn't hear that in here. About 3:11 p.m. on May 5th, the child identified as Amari Nicholson was reported missing in the area of 3600 block of Paradise Road near Sands Avenue. All hospitals are asked to check their registries for him and notify police. Authorities are asking for any leads or tips which might aid in their investigation. Previous reports of a body found in a nearby dumpster were unfounded. Okay. There are conflicting stories from family members. Amari's father, Jairigio Hayes, lives in Reno area. He said he doesn't have much contact with Amari other than a visit in person last year in Henderson and several video calls. Remember, didn't I show you the video of the biological dad and what he said? I did show you that. Dang, I didn't record that, but the biological dad, he was just, it was like, it was nothing to him. Like, she don't know where he is, I don't know where he is, and I just don't know. Remember?
He's reacting to see what you don't hear is the reporters, probing and questioning, and you know what I'm saying? Might get to the point questioning.
Oh, you think they edited it like that?
They be probing you for information, trying to get you to react and respond. Maybe they're not getting the reaction they want, so they're continuing to keep probing. He was feeling picked and probed on, and he was about to, he had enough of the foolishness.
Well, basically, to me, it seemed like he didn't really care too much about him being missing. He might, but it just didn't seem like it. And he said, I don't know where my son is. If anybody does, I just hope they can help me. Just tell us where he is, Hayes said. On Friday, Taylor Nicholson, along with her boyfriend, Terrell Rose, talked about what happened. Taylor Nicholson said she was in Colorado while Rose was taking care of Amari at their Emerald Suites apartment when someone showed up Wednesday morning. He got a knock on the door, and at 6 a.m. from a lady representing herself as Jairigio's sister. And then in the situation process, he's trying to call me to figure out what's going on, and I'm sleeping in Colorado and I wasn't able to answer in time. So as he's packing a bag, she grabs the baby and runs out. As he's packing the baby's bag, she grabs the baby and runs out of the room. It was a she, and he couldn't catch up with her. He couldn't catch up.
He might not even knew. Maybe the door was open. Maybe she might have let her in there. She was standing at the door. The door open. The baby's there. He probably. I'm saying it's possible. Anything's possible.
He says, and by the time he's able to go out and find where she went, she was nowhere to be seen. What do you mean? And when you was able to, what were you doing?
He might have been in the closet trying to get some clothes, or in the next room.
They're in a hotel. Remember that. They're not in their house. They're in a hotel. So the stuff should be in a bag.
Him
really.
And the baby was in a hotel, and she was in Colorado taking care of mama.
Exactly.
Okay.
That don't sound right. I'm so sorry. And how convenient that the baby gets snatched while he's out of town.
Kind of nice.
I just don't know. I really don't. Because people are doing crazy things. For real. I would not be surprised if there was something shady going on.
Yeah, like he, lost his temper with the baby, and her baby got hurt or killed, and he got rid of the baby.
Well, she wasn't there. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so he'd come up with a story on where the child at. Or let's really go out there and let's say she was in on it, and they sold the baby for drugs.
Oh my God!
Anything's possible.
Drugs?
I'm just saying. They didn't seem to
Coherent.
yeah, or you know,
They seemed real
they
relaxed.
were unsavory.
They was real relaxed. Real relaxed.
Very unsavory. Unlike this burger I just had.
I don't know. I would just imagine myself if somebody took my baby. First of all, I wouldn't have time to be talking to nobody. But you know, it is kind of smart to put it on the news so people can be looking for your child. But
Yeah, put it on there. But you don't gotta have a parent sitting there talking about, and if anybody's seen them, ain't nobody seen them.
I would still be
Ain't like they're out there wandering around. Somebody stole them.
Wow, can you imagine leaving your baby with somebody and letting your baby get taken?
I wouldn't be able to rest. Wow, just imagine that, bro. Your baby's gone. You don't know what they doing. You don't know if your baby's alive, what's happening. How can you eat? How can you sleep?
No way. My day couldn't go on. Like, I'd be constantly looking and searching and...
Really? How can you stop? Yeah, exactly. How can you stop looking? But where do you even look? With a story like that, what if that was true? Where do you even look if that happens?
Where do you look?
Yeah, like that.
I know.
Let's just say it's true. Let's say he was in a daze and he was trying to pack the bag and he was moving slow and he didn't realize that she had tiptoed out with the baby. Let's just say that. Where would you even begin to look for? There's nowhere to even look. All you can do is go to the parking lot, and if it's nothing to find there, then man, check the cameras.
You get in your car and you start riding around. I guess. I don't know. I know I wouldn't be sitting there not doing nothing.
The cameras got to say something. And I bet you they
At
don't
the
say
hotel,
nothing.
huh?
Yeah.
You are so right. You don't think they recorded it?
Of course, they should. The camera, if they're in Las Vegas, the parking lot should be under surveillance. So, yeah.
So we'll know. And hopefully the door have cameras around it.
People, they don't realize they got cameras everywhere. Somebody died and then, you're involved with that. They can go find cameras. Like, there's many people who kill people and drug them outside in a bag and stuff and it's on camera somewhere.
Yeah.
They got it on camera. Maybe the neighbor's surveillance camera for their yard happened to catch that part of your yard or something. Like it's cameras everywhere.
Oh my goodness. Oh, excuse me. What is this? Oh my God. Y'all, this is from Shauna Love.
New developments tonight in the dramatic chase on I-10 earlier this week. Good evening. We can now put a face with the name of the youngest victim in the tragedy that unfolded Monday afternoon.
The family of 3-month-old LaMelo Parker shared this photo of the child. He was born on January 23rd of this year, and tonight the coroner confirming the child died of a single gunshot wound, but the coroner would not reveal where the child was hit or if that bullet was fired from close range or from far away. Those details will be in the autopsy report that will be turned over to Biloxi Police, who is
So they killed him.
investigation.
Remember, they took the baby to the hospital. So the baby died.
About the standoff, and let's bring in Dave Elliott now for what we do know about the chase so far.
So far, Biloxi police releasing little information about the dramatic and deadly ending of the chase that so many people on the highway captured on their cell phones. Some of the facts of the case are pretty easy to see in the videos, like the dozens of police cars, as many as 50, from multiple agencies that followed double murder suspect Eric Smith on I-10. Hancock County Sheriff Indiana telling us Smith fired at law enforcers at
That's
about
crazy,
10
bro.
mile
I ain't that far off for real.
Mississippi. As Smith made his way deeper into the state, stop strips eventually took out all 4 tires, slowing the chase to just a crawl. Then in the area of the Wool Market exit at Harrison County Sheriff's Department car nudged Smith into the median. Less than a minute later, gunfire erupted. The sound of some 20 gunshots are heard fired the first shot during that standoff? Another is
I thought
how
they
many
knew.
shots, if any, Smith fired in those final moments.
Of course, the cops gonna say he shot first,
Officers knew
but
the
did he?
baby was in the car with Smith.
So he probably
Investigators
didn't.
had not said where the boy was in the vehicle when the gunfire began. Answers to those questions and others may not come out until the
Where do they think the baby was? I'm
Did they
pretty
even
sure
know
the baby
the
was
baby was
in
in
a
there?
car seat. So the police knew that the baby was in the car. They knew that. They knew that. They couldn't even watch out for the daggone baby. Like, golly. Well, I don't know. Like, I don't know. If somebody shoots at the police, are they supposed to, like, are they supposed to be aiming for the person who
Well,
is actually shooting?
I'll tell you what. If I'm the police, or if I'm me, and you aiming your gun at and shooting at me, I'm gonna protect myself. Then God bless who you with and who's with you. But I'm not. I'm gonna protect myself because you trying to take me out. You know, it's my life over. You know what I'm saying? What? Am I wrong? You okay? You all right? What the hell's going on? Are you?
Wow, what are y'all doing?
I made her laugh while she was eating, and I didn't even know I was still talking. You got it out?
Oh, excuse me. Did y'all see?
I thought she was laughing. I didn't.
He
know.
was sitting there
I didn't
in
know.
his own freaking world. He knew I was choking.
I didn't. When I realized you was choking, that's when I started patting you back.
So this is what I have to look forward to.
Like, are you serious? I didn't realize. I thought you was laughing.
Could have literally, I had some food stuck. I had some. There was a little bit of food stuck. Was it my windpipe or my throat?
That's your windpipe.
I don't even know. But it was just dangling in there. It wouldn't even go nowhere when I would cough.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
but if somebody pointing a gun at you and shooting at you, you gonna think twice about returning fire? Cause they baby in the car?
I don't know.
I'm not
It
gonna
would
let you
just
shoot me
seem
because you got a baby in the car. I'm
it
sorry.
would just seem like, people would be more.
But I'm not gonna let you shoot me though. I would really be more remorseful. They probably wouldn't want to pull that trigger. Probably would try to, aim, but make sure I hit you in your chest or in your head or something.
Ooh.
But when you got 50 cops, yeah, I hope he shot first for the sake of them. You know what I mean? Because if
Really?
not, they're gonna all get hung.
Because they don't kill. Oh my God, they don't kill the baby.
They done killed the baby, man.
I just, for some reason, I don't believe that he shot first. I really
I'm
just
sitting there
don't.
looking at the
Because
footage.
that really wouldn't make any sense unless he just didn't care since he had just, went and murdered 2 people. You know what I'm saying? He had just came back from murdering 2 people. Double homicide. So maybe he did shoot first. Because it would make sense.
I saw the video. I didn't hear no shot.
didn't-
I heard the police start popping.
Exactly.
Maybe he picked up his gun. That's all it would take for them to see that your gun is in your hand while you're in the car.
Exactly.
They're gonna light you up.
Boom,
I
boom,
bet you
boom.
he didn't. I bet you he ain't let off no shot.
Or if he picked up
And
a
I doubt
phone.
if he even pointed it at him.
Right, it might have been a phone. You never know.
It could have
He
been a
hand me
brush.
napkin. A brush. But did you say a brush?
You know what I'm saying?
Why would he pick up a brush?
I'm saying it just could have been anything.
I want to thank everybody. I'm sorry. I want to thank everybody who wished me a happy Mother's Day. So many of y'all came through like, wow. Thank y'all so much. Allison Henry, thank you. Yonique67, thank you. And happy... Y'all, my throat. Oh my God. And happy Mother's Day to y'all too. I sure appreciate it. Thank you to Denise Long. Thank you so much. Oh, okay. And she says, hi, I think that rocket, the Chinese rocket, I think that some debris fell over the Indian Ocean. So you were right. The Indian Ocean. Okay. Okay. Got some recipes. Thank you to Michael Stewart for sending me a recipe. Thank you, Black Beauty. Is it Johnson? Thank you, Black Beauty. What?
In many ROE rules, you're not allowed to fire until fired upon. Because that is when your safety, that is when your life is threatened. I'm getting there. Don't worry, Buckwheat. I'm getting there.
I'm
Now,
sorry.
what I'd like to say, that's an endearing term, by the way.
Representative Holtorf,
What did he call buckwheat,
we
dog?
must maintain order
Hold
in
up,
here
bro.
and not refer to any individuals other than in
Buckwheat?
any inappropriate manner. So please do not do
This
that.
fool said it's an endearing term.
Mr. Sullivan,
Mr. Holt,
why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me? Why are you yelling at me?
We're going to be in a recess. We're in
Why
a
are you
short
yelling at me?
recess.
Why am I?
They cut the mic.
This fool done lost his mind, dog.
They cut the mic.
He didn't sit up there and call somebody buckwheat. I ain't never heard that one before.
Me.
Shout out to him for being original.
Me neither.
I'm shocked and appalled. Well, I never.
I can't even clear my throat right.
Wow, I want to see
Wow.
who did he tell that to. I got to see. I want to see who that is.
Colorado lawmaker under fire.
When it was your birthday, I
Hold
wish
up. Colorado lawmaker under fire for calling black colleague, he was black, buckwheat during an exchange.
Yeah, I know he's black, but I want to see him.
This fool.
Yeah.
How could you fix your mouth to say that and think that it's okay?
And where was the black man's rebuttal at? Because I didn't hear nothing after he called him
Yeah, no,
buckwheat.
we can't hear anything. He's obviously yelling at him because he
Okay.
said, "Why are you yelling at
Yeah.
me?" Like, you don't know why?
Man.
You don't
what?
know why. The judge had, was that a judge?
I
Yes, a
don't know.
judge.
I'll
The
have
judge
wait
had
on
to
him
tell
after
him.
work. I'm going to have to catch you in the parking lot after that.
No, they got
Nah,
professional
nah,
jobs. Ain't
man.
nobody got time for that.
Buckwheat? Buckwheat?
Yeah, buckwheat.
Okay.
Yeah, buckwheat.
Okay.
Like, you
We're
can't
gonna
fight
see.
about just because somebody called you
Oh,
something.
no. Yes, you can.
Don't fight about it,
Yes,
y'all.
you
It's
can.
not even worth it. It's
You don't have to fight him. You can just slap the shit out of him.
You could do that too, but for what? Like, he was trying to make him mad, so obviously he's bothered about something. So let him be bothered. Let him be bothered. He's so bothered. Buckwheat? Oh, he's really bothered. He just put his friggin' career on the line just to say one word.
Yeah, he exposed
To say
himself.
one
He
word.
exposed himself.
He just had to get it out, boy. Let me tell you, he had to get it out.
Buckwheat. Wait, I
He
have to
said
see who Buckwheat is.
Buckwheat. I am not
I want to
happy
see if
about
this is
that.
Hat doing this. Because Buckwheat Hat used to do that, like from the Little Rascals. Buckwheat is from the Little Rascals.
I know that.
I wanted the term buckwheat, did that originate with, I thought it originated with the Little Rascals. Maybe that's what
This
they call,
fool.
maybe it'd be originated with the white man. That's what he would call the little he liked. Hey, come here, little buckwheat.
Oh my God. Look it up and see who these people are. You about to look it up?
I'm going to look up the originate. Hold on.
This is from, this news is from On Site. It's On Site. Thank
Origin
you.
of the term buckwheat.
Thank you, Michelle 30K. Thank you, girl, for sending me that, honey. Like, what? He was so bold. I can't even. That's literally like calling him the N-word, in my opinion. That is just like calling him that.
Buckwheat is a plant with dark seeds that are used to make grain and flour.
Are you really reading that right now?
Yeah.
You didn't know what buckwheat was?
No. You knew what buckwheat was?
Yes.
Seriously? You knew what
Everybody
buckwheat
know
was?
you can eat buckwheat.
I
It's like
didn't
a
know
wheat.
that. I'm
It's
not.
wheat.
I'm not. Educated on wheats. I'm sorry.
It's food though. It's
Yeah, never
healthy
heard of
food. I
buckwheat.
thought that you would
I
know
heard
that,
of
Mr.
weeds,
Healthy over here.
barley, oats,
Mr.
heard of that kind
Oatman.
of stuff. Never heard of buckwheat,
Well, I have.
except for the Little Rascals.
I have. I can't believe that that's the only way that you know buckwheat.
So yeah, and I don't need to find a definition. I've tapped into the universe.
No, I thought you were looking up the story so we could
Yeah.
find out what the black man, who the black man is.
Oh no, I don't even know what to look up.
You don't know what to look up.
Yeah, I was looking for the origin of the term buckwheat, since he said it was a term in the
Lawmaker calls man buckwheat.
Oh, here we go.
Here you go. You seen him?
No, this talks about it says, is buckwheat an offensive term or not offensive or whatever? Derogatory term. It can be, especially if said to a black person. That's because buckwheat was a black child character from the 1934 movie Little Rascals. And it was quickly
I wonder how
seen
they
as
treated
a
him.
racial stereotype term to demean black people. From what I've heard in my young days in the 1970s, that buckwheat usage originated from the term buckwheat coal, an American term for small size anthracite coal, which was of dark gray color. Since the plant buckwheat is cultivated as a cover crop and was one of the earliest crops introduced by Europeans to North America, and the farming was done by slaves, the term buckwheat therefore also insinuates the slave history of American blacks. Yeah, if there's any racial slur element to the word, it will most probably would be understood only in the USA. That kind of reference doesn't exist in the UK, for instance. Otherwise, the more common meaning of to buckwheat someone is an American idiom to mean killing them in any method that causes a slow, very painful death. The most usual context is a gunshot through the rectum.
Say that again. What was it?
They have a term in America. These lynchers and all of that. To buckwheat somebody is to kill them slow and make sure they suffer a lot. Make sure they kill them with any method that causes a slow, very painful death. The most usual context is a gunshot through the rectum. That's the butthole. They're shooting you in your butthole, bro.
What?
I can't even believe that. Wow.
Okay, let me read this one. It's not the same article, but it says State Representative Richard Holtorf. Okay, made the remark Wednesday during debate on economic stimulus legislation that would infuse $10 million into Colorado's arts and film industries and cultural organizations, and caused immediate uproar in the chamber. Buckwheat was the name of a stereotypical black child character in the 1930s, Our Gang, in the Little Rascals short films. What was Our Gang? I've never heard of that one. The character was later repeatedly satirized by comedian Eddie Murphy on Saturday Night Live. Do you remember that?
That was hilarious.
I'm getting there. Don't worry. Buckwheat. I'm getting there. Holtorf told an unidentified legislature in the chamber while speaking from the podium Wednesday. Unidentified?
Damn.
He must don't want nobody to know who he is. How they can't identify him if it was his colleague?
I guess because you can't, the people who know those details ain't the people that's involved with the, having a leaked tape. They ain't like the leaked tape came with documentation that says, it's just a leaked tape.
I'm sorry. Democratic House Speaker pro tempore Adrian Benavidez interrupted. And he says, that's an endearing term, by the way. Holtarf continued before Benavidez hammered her gravel and called for order as some members began yelling at Holtarf. Okay, so it was members. It was more than one person yelling at him. And they said, why are you yelling? He said, why are you yelling at me? Holtorf asked before Benavidez called for a recess. Democratic State Representative Leslie Herod, who is black, confronted Holtorf, who is white, at the podium immediately after the remarks. And they said, this is what I have to deal with every daggone day, she tweeted. Well, she said every damn day. She tweeted afterwards. Really? Yeah, that's what she tweeted.
You don't have to deal with that.
No, she obviously does in that environment.
Yeah, no, that's because you let them.
And then they said Democratic State Representative Tom Sullivan, one of the lawmakers, yelling at Holtarf from the back of the chamber immediately after the Buckwheat comment, tweeted, "Words matter. We must not accept the use of racist language." I can't believe he said that. It's kind of shocking that he said
like
that.
older people, like they lose their bowels, they can't hold their bowels. Maybe when you get older,
they just spill out.
Sometimes you just, you lost control right
because
quick.
that's how they really feel. They were racist behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
So one day it's gonna come out, and it's really coming out now. People used to hide that. I swear they used to hide it.
Ain't gotta hide no more.
Holtarf later returned to the podium and said, "I apologize if I've offended anybody in any way. It is not my intent, ladies and gentlemen." Who's going to believe that bull? I was about to cut it. I'm sorry. Who is going to believe that apology? Who's going to believe it? He said that with all of his everything. Buckwheat.
Yeah, he'd have to apologize to my fist.
He deserved to be slapped for that one. I'm sorry. He did. He was very deserving of that. Of a slap, for real, right in the mouth, right where it came out. I cannot. On Thursday, he went back to the podium to offer my sincerest apologies. I see all of you as my brothers and sisters, all created by God and equal. I cherish working with you each and every day, he said. Is he joking? Is this a joke? This is a joke. This what he said is a complete joke. They need to let him go. That was so unacceptable.
Yeah. And where's this at? What state is this?
What state? Who knows? I don't freaking know. Wherever the house is. State House Speaker Alec Garnett, a Democrat, spoke immediately after Holtarf Thursday to say that the lawmaker had been reprimanded and those he offended had been heard. He said that discriminatory remarks, whether intentionally launched or carelessly said, have absolutely no place in this house. Yeah, it's the house. He told lawmakers that he and Holtarf had spoken about what happened for an hour, and that I'm thankful you agreed to do your part to reset the decorum of this session. He would be out. You would be out.
Yeah.
Period. Like what was the reprimand?
Yeah,
like what did you do? Write him up? Like, are you kidding me? He is too grown to be getting away with something like that.
Yeah.
Too grown. He knew better than that.
He knew better. He's going to be an irritator. Time when black folks see him, they're going to want to slap him in his mouth.
Straight up. Nobody's going to want to be his friend, especially black people.
We would be in the same room and imagine bumping into him in the hall or something. And you got to, like, please, somebody, he got to get out of here before something happened to him.
He said, I'm sorry to say, no, wait. That decorum was grossly breached by the use of a racial slur, Garnett said. I'm sorry to say this is not the first time this session, but I'm speaking today to make sure it's the last. So it wasn't the first time. What be going on during these sessions?
How they sit back and because they let him get away with it before he thought he can continue to get. You should have never let him get away with it the first time.
So everybody's hurling racial slurs in these sessions? Like, what is going on? An email sent to the NBC News on Friday, Holtorf wrote, I have already made all the comments that are needed in this matter. There's nothing more to comment about this issue. What's wrong with his attitude? I know he don't have no attitude. Holtorf said he was not addressing a black colleague when he made the remark while speaking on the House floor Wednesday, and added that he wished he'd chosen a different word. Who was he talking to then?
Yeah, they need to identify that person so we can get this taken care of.
Listen to this. Where I'm from, that particular term is used for a younger person, a tyke, a kid, a youngster. Serious. You don't use it in a way that is racial or discriminatory or insulting, he said. Oh my God. Holtorf said the comment had been directed at a representative who is Hispanic, like me. That's a veteran and a good friend of mine, and I absolutely had in no way no desire to insult anybody in the Black Caucus. Absolutely not. I wish I would have chosen a different word. But why would you say that in front of everybody? You didn't think that that was going to even embarrass him as a Hispanic?
He trying to sun him. He trying to sun somebody.
You think that's what it was?
Buckwheat. Yeah, buckwheat. Really? You be feeling yourself, huh?
I guess. Wow. They said it wasn't the first time. So, question for everybody. Oh yeah, this is another pair of my favorite earrings right here. Link in the description box. Super cute.
It's neat how it's blended.
Bling,
the colors
bling.
blended into each other.
Rhinestones. Love them. And this necklace is on there too, y'all. If you had 2 weeks to live, what would you do for those 2 weeks? Are we okay?
If I had 2 weeks to live, wow.
2 weeks. What would you do? 2 weeks. I figured out what I wanted to give to whoever. I make sure I figure that out so nobody will have any problems when I'm gone. I spend as much time with my family that I could. Like, I probably do one thing that I've always wanted to do without any fear in my heart. I do it. I don't know what yet, y'all. I don't know. But I think that's pretty much. I don't know if I'd be pigging out. I probably wouldn't eat much at all. I don't know.
I know if you knew you had 2 weeks to die, you probably wouldn't have much of an appetite.
I know, huh?
Yeah, I'd probably I'd have a meet and greet with my fans, say bye to them. I'd have a big shebang party for my family, say goodbye to them. And I would try to, create some stuff that I'm going to leave with people when I'm gone. You know what I'm saying? Write a book, a movie. I'd try
How
to
you gonna
hurry
do that
up,
in 2 weeks?
fast. I'd be trying to, record some songs.
What?
You know what I'm saying? I would put out a speech I would address the world. I would do a worldwide address. You know what I'm saying? To be released upon my death. Yeah.
Oh boy, what would y'all do? Y'all answer the same question. Put it in the comments. You had 2 weeks.
And I would get right with God in case I'm not already.
Word up. Oh, yeah, that's the main one right there, boy. Let me tell you.
Yo.
Most definitely.
Yeah, clean my garments.
Yeah, what do you mean? Clean your garments?
Yeah, you know, like that's like figuratively speaking, you know, like live a right life, a righteous life, you know, get right.
For them last 2 weeks.
You know, ask for forgiveness and repent for all my sins and don't do them sins no more. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah, that would be the first thing I do.
Wow.
And try not to sin for the rest of them 2 weeks.
I probably would cry.
You think you'd cry? Yeah, I would too.
Like, damn, I'm leave.
Most definitely. Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
That would be pretty depressing.
Mm-hmm. Dang, I probably wouldn't be able to do nothing because I'd be crying.
Golly.
I'd probably be crying the whole time. Like, oh my God. Like, what would you do the day before?
Man.
Somebody would have to be making me laugh. If I could laugh.
Yeah, I know, right?
Anyway.
Somebody could. I could. I do that for people.
Yeah.
I'm saying, like, people, they be going through it, you know. There was somebody who used to watch. She had cancer. She was, you know, Lord watch her. She died.
I think you told me, yeah.
God bless.
Yeah.
Shine sweet.
And she
enjoyed She might have came from this channel, I think so.
She might have. Might have.
But people all the time, you know, they be lost somebody, they done lost their family, ran over their dog, got cancer or whatever, somebody got cancer, they, you know, man, every time I can come here and laugh. I guess laughter's the best medicine.
Mm-hmm. That's why I love to laugh. It just makes me feel good. But anyway, so hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please do what? Thumbs up this video. Subscribe if you haven't already. For everyday videos. Everyday videos. Hey, hey, and we will see you guys on tomorrow. Peace.
Y'all come back now.
You hear? Bye, y'all.